And the light thereof was like to a precious stone, the jasper stone, even as crystal, etc. It is not so difficult to understand how she can be similar at the same time to two such dissimilar stones as crystal and jasper, as it is to understand how she can be similar to God. But from this comparison we derive a certain understanding of similarity to God. The jasper sparkles and glitters in colors of many different shades, while the crystal is characterized by limpid and uniform transparency. Both combined form a rare and beautiful variety. The most pure Mary in her formation was endowed with the variety of virtues and perfections which the hand of God itself selected and interwove in her soul. These graces and perfections made her soul like unto a most pure crystal, without blemish or stain of guilt. In her purity and transparency, it scattered the enrapturing rays of the divinity, just as the crystal, meeting the sun, seems to absorb and again send forth its rays, as if it were itself the sun. Nevertheless, this crystal jasper sparkles also in many colored hues, because she is a daughter of Adam and a mere creature, and all the splendors of the divinity contained within her are only a participation. Although it appears to be a divine light, it is not a part of her nature, but communicated and conferred by grace. She is truly a creature formed and shaped by the hand of God himself, but in a manner befitting one who was to be his mother. And it had a great wall and high, having 12 gates. The mysteries enclosed in the walls and portals of this mystical city, most holy Mary, are so hidden and great that I, an ignorant and obscure woman, can with difficulty reduce to words that which was shown to me. However, in order to proceed, at the first moment of the conception of the most holy Mary, when the divinity manifested itself to her in the vision above referred to, Numbers 228 to 236, the whole blessed Trinity, as if renewing the ancient decrees of her creation and exaltation, made a kind of agreement or contract with this lady, without, however, making it fully known to her. It was as if the three divine persons conferred among themselves and spoke to each other in the following manner. It is befitting to the dignity of our bride and the mother of the Word that she be constituted the queen and mistress of all creation. Besides the gifts and riches of the divinity, which we give and confer upon her for her own sake, it is meet that she exercise the right of distributing the treasures of our mercy, so that she may communicate according to her pleasure the graces and favors necessary to mortals, especially to those who invoke her as her children and clients, thus enriching the needy, freeing the sinners, elevating the just, and affording a universal refuge to all men. And in order that all creatures may recognize her as their queen and mistress, and as the treasurer of our infinite bounties, from whence they are to be distributed, we entrust her with the keys of our will and heart. She shall be in all things the executrix of our pleasure toward the creatures. Above all, we shall give to her dominion and power over the dragon, our enemy, and over all his allied demons. Let them fear her presence and her name, and in it let their deceits be crushed and annihilated. Let all the mortals that fly to this city of refuge find in it a sure and certain protection, free from all the dread of the demons and their snares. Without revealing to the soul of the most holy Mary all that is contained in this decree or proposal, The Lord directed her in that first instant to pray with great love, to intercede for all the souls, and to solicit and procure for them eternal life, especially for those who in the course of their lives should commend themselves to her care. The Blessed Trinity made known to her that before his most just tribunal nothing would ever be denied to her, that she should command the devil, and that she should have power, by virtue of her commands, to keep him away from souls, since she would have at her disposal the arm of the Almighty. But the reason of this favor was not made known to her, nor the reason for all her other gifts. And this reason was no other than that she was to be the mother of the Word. In saying that this city was surrounded by a great and high wall, St. John refers to this God-given prerogative of his mother, that she was to be the secret refuge, protection, and defense of all men, wherein they would find all the security of a city of refuge and of a strong fortress against their enemies. To this powerful Queen and Lady of all creation, and to this dispensatrix of all the treasures of heavenly grace, all the sons of Adam were to fly. He says that the walls are very high, for the power of the most pure Mary to overcome the demon and to raise the souls to grace is so great that it is inferior only to that of God himself. So well armed for all this, and so well defended and secure for herself and for all those who seek her protection, is this city, that not all the forces created by God outside of her can overthrow or surmount its walls.